Hi friends, welcome to Urban Bites. Today I'm going to teach you all a vanilla cake. This cake is going to be super soft and moist and a very tasty one. And it's gonna be a perfect one for tea time along with a cup of tea. And if you like my video, then do subscribe to my channel. And the main part of the cake is that I'm not gonna use an oven here. And instead, I'm gonna make this cake in a pan. So let's get started with the recipe. Into a mixing bowl, I am going to sift the dry ingredients, adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now start sifting it. Once you have sifted, keep it aside. Now, instead of a hand mixer, I'm going to use a blender, which will make the work even more easier. Adding 2 eggs, adding half a cup of sugar, and finally I'm going to add half a cup of sunflower oil. So now I'm going to blend it until I get a creamy texture. And yes, we have got that creamy texture. And now I'm going to mix this along with the dry ingredients. I'm using my hand whisk to blend it. And next I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. You might feel the mixture is a little bit hard. At this point we are adding 1/3 cup of milk here. We have got that super tasty batter already. So I'm going to keep this pan in low flame for about 15 minutes. I'm using here 7-inch baking pan. I'm going to add a little bit of oil and start brushing all over the baking pan. And make sure you are covering all the area with oil. And next I'm going to add some flour and dust it all over the pan. This is a very important process as it helps to prevent the cake getting stick to the baking pan. And now we are going to add our creamy batter into the baking pan. Always try to use a spatula as it helps to remove all the batter completely without any leftovers. Once you have completely added the batter, you have to tap a few times to remove any bubbles in the cake batter. After 15 minutes, I am placing a heat stand and then placing the baking pan. Cover the lid and cook it in low flame for about 40 to 45 minutes. In case if you want to bake the cake in the oven instead of a gas stove, you can bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and for about 30 minutes. So after 45 minutes I've taken the cake out from the pan. So I'm going to check with a toothpick if it has cooked well. If you find the toothpick has lots of moist in it and the cake sticking onto it, it means it needs to be cooked more. And in my case, the cake has cooked very well because the toothpick is clean. Running a knife around the cake will help the cake to come out easily. Flip out the baking pan. So that's the back portion of the cake. So let's flip over and check the front side. So that's our vanilla cake. This cake is so spongy and it's so moist. And if you notice in this recipe, I'm not even using a hand mixer. So it's really a must try to everyone out there. So hope today's recipe vanilla spongy cake was a useful one, and see you again with another new video. Thank you so much for watching Urban Bites.